So slider hip explorers, one of my absolute favorite drills, always going to be a fundamental for us. Everything we're going to do is going to involve understanding hip socket rotation, the ability to move through the hip socket so that we can create DKE, which is our delayed knee extension. We want to have that happen. So with our hip socket explorers, you're going to start, show you the front view first. What we're going to do is you're going to have the slider side come up first. Be sure you get to your hand. Okay, we're going to drive the hip in here. Move to the alternate side, drive the hip in. Now from this position, this hip is going to rotate inward. So I'm going to get on the pinky side of it. You'll see a side view here in a second, but I want to stay low. I want to keep this hip in the same place. I don't want my butt to elevate up. I want to really, really crank and turn through this hip socket only, using this to block the opposite hip. So I'm here, I'm rotating. I want to get as long as possible, the longest circle, no bend in the knee. Really, really getting on that pinky. Come back, long. Okay, now when I come back, I get back towards that big toe a little bit. Now, I'm going to start to rotate the hip the opposite way. So external rotation, I get as high up as I can. I'm going to bring the heel, rotate that knee away, hip out, really reach, sit the butt back, find the slider again, bring it back, step back. That's one. So side view, okay, once again, actually let's do the side view here. It's harder to see the internal rotation. So up, drive it down, hip through, get that pinky through, straight leg, no bend in the knee, up, sit it back. Okay, from the left side, remember slider side first, drive the hip, then rotate, pinky side, really rotate that hip, straight leg, coming back, extend the hip, knee goes backward, hip goes backward, sit into it, bring it back. Straight leg, the biggest circle you can make. Those are slider hip explorers. Really, really feel hip socket rotation. Push the heel out. Notice this hip doesn't rotate. You'll feel some tightness here. That's internal rotation. Push the hip out. External rotation. Notice the heel, opposite of the way you go. This is my heel. Turn the shoulder in. Heel goes out. Turn the shoulder out. Heel goes in. Same thing with the foot. Turn the hip in. Heel goes out. Turn the hip out. Heel goes in. Same thing, slider hip explorers.